Saudi-led coalition commits a new crime in Jeddah. Saudi jets attack Sana'a and other governorates. The war and siege destroy the Yemeni tourism sector. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the news. I'm Akram Al-Hindi. The Saudi warplanes committed a new war crime in Al-Mashnaq market in Jeddah district west of Sa'da governorate. Local sources in Jeddah confirmed that the Saudi jets carried out 3 airstrikes against Al-Mashnaq market, leaving 5 dead and many wounded. It is worth mentioning that the Saudi jets committed war crime in the same market less than a week ago and resulted in killing 25 civilians. In Jeddah also, the Saudi-led coalition continued its aggression on many districts. Local sources confirmed that the Saudi jets attacked with 6 air raids Al-Rasafiyat and Rashha areas of Kitaf district. The Saudi jets also destroyed a citizen's house in Al-Maqram in Baqim district north of the governorate. The Saudi warplanes hit with 2 strikes the capital city of Sana'a. The Saudi warplanes targeted Al-Hafa area east of the capital Sana'a and caused panic and fear among citizens. Earlier, the Saudi jets attacked Nahm district east of Sana'a with many airstrikes. The Saudi warplanes waged a new wave of airstrikes on Sarwah district in the south of the governorate of Marib. Local sources reported that the Saudi jets had hit with 12 air raids various areas of Sarwah amidst intensive flight. Earlier, the Saudi jets waged about 40 airstrikes on Sarwah district. The Saudi-led coalition war and siege caused collapse and great losses in the tourism sector in Yemen. More details to follow in this report.
Atrocities against the humanity committed by the Saudi-led coalition that destroyed everything in Yemen. The Saudi aggression targeted all human life aspects related to the Yemeni people and his infrastructure. 800 days and more of Saudi barbarism that killed the human beings and ruined the stones and trees in which the Saudi warplanes deliberately targeted the tourism in Yemen through destroying the antiquities and archaeological landmarks in all over governorates of the country through targeting the historical villages and cities such as the old city of Sana'a and the historical city of Zabid. As well as the hostile coalition distracted everything related to the tourism like Jarf Sauna in Sana'a province, resulted in great damages in the building and 20 killed and other injured. The Saudi aggression targeted the tourist facilities and the historical villages, aiming at obliteration the identity of Yemeni history and destruction the tourist investments in Yemen. The Saudi-led coalition caused the unemployment for those who work in the tourism sector, in which around 250,000 workers lost their jobs on all aspects of tourism. The Ministry of Tourism clarified in its report that the Saudi aggression targeted more than 250 tourist facilities and sites, including those which being recorded in the International Heritage of the UNESCO organization. This is the Saudi aggression that didn't exclude targeting anything in Yemen on the sight and hearing of the international community and the United Nations, which allowed the Saudi enemy to continue its barbarism on the Yemeni people.
Fikr Organization for Rights and Freedom launched its 2nd annual report on the humanitarian crisis with support of civil society organization and the motto for fighting terrorism.
It was no prosecution hearing, but conviction of proven facts FIC for Rights and Freedoms launched its second annual report on the crimes of Saudi terrorism and blockade on Yemen for more than 30 months. FIC organization called for ending the terrorism, opening the airports and ports, lifting the unjust siege on Yemen, and providing urgent aid assistance. The organization held the UN and the international community responsible for the tragedy in Yemen. We showed the relationship between some of countries and terrorism. We also warn of using media as a voice for terrorism. The second annual report focused on negotiation, which is the approach of the wise to solve the various issues. For negotiation is an inevitable result of today or tomorrow. In the report, the organization called for full alignment in the fight against terrorism, drying up intellectual and financial sources of terrorism, upholding the values of peace and mercy and human coexistence between nations and peoples. Put on Yemen under Saudi aggression made it fertile land for terrorist groups. We call everyone to help Yemen out of this current situation. Yemenis all over the world are no advocates of war but of peace. Yemenis seek peace but no.
At the end, ladies and gentlemen, here is a look back at the main news headlines. Saudi-led coalition commits a new war crime in Jeddah. Saudi jets attack Sana'a and other governorates. The war and siege destroy the Yemeni tourism sector. And that's all for tonight's news. Thanks for being with us and goodbye.